Hello, and welcome to a video tour of my hybrid Blackboard shell for Psychology 201, Child and Adolescent Development. I'm Michelle Fellows, and I'm going to be showing you some aspects of my course shell. First, let's start with the navigation buttons, since this is the student's table of context for the shell. An effort has been made to label these in an intuitive way, past what's required in terms of announcements, faculty information, and schedule. So for example, there's a button called What Do I Do If I Miss Class to help students who wonder about making up classwork and who do not think to look in the syllabus. Additionally, there is an Extra Credit Opportunities button that students can utilize to see the menu of ways they can earn additional credit. I have moved away from using the Assignments button as the place to house the weekly folders, since that word does not capture the full extent of what is housed inside those folders. There are more than just assignments for me. Instead, there are 3 major units in this class, and so there's a folder for each that has a fairly colloquial name to tell the student the objective of that unit. Let's look inside the first unit folder, which is where students learn a majority of the developmental knowledge for this semester. The first thing that you'll see is a class calendar using Google Calendar. This helps organize due dates in a week-by-week layout that we are most used to using, instead of listing the class schedule and due dates in a table in the syllabus. I originally started with a calendar in just the syllabus/schedule button to the left, but found that students stayed more informed if I embedded it into the folder where they found their weekly work. The folders are organized with the most recent first. Within each week, my expectation is that the class day is the last day of the week. I have both Tuesday and Thursday versions of the class this semester, so the Tuesday's class week starts on Wednesday and ends on Tuesday. The Thursday's class week that starts on Friday and ends on Thursday. So let's take a look inside the Week 2 folder to get a sense of the layout. The first thing that students see are the week's learning objectives. The goal in putting these first is to focus the attention on the most important material. Next is the topic that we will discuss in class. This is to help the student see the connection between the online and face-to-face components of the class. Next are the online lectures. Most of these are screencasts of me giving the lecture I would have given if the class was a face-to-face class. This has the benefit of the students hearing the material from the teacher, having the ability to rewind and listen as many times as necessary, and once again re-emphasizes the material from the textbook that is most important. Students repeatedly report in a course evals that these lectures are the most helpful thing in the hybrid class in helping them learn. Each lecture is 15 minutes or less, and there are usually 1 to 3 lectures. Finally, the assignments for the week are listed at the bottom. This includes the reading, the online activity, such as a journal or a discussion board, and the weekly quiz or activity to check that they did the reading and watched the lecture. The class meetings do not work if they have not prepped, so those assignments help motivate the preparation. That wraps up the basic structure of the class. Thanks for watching. I look forward to hearing your feedback and suggestions.